That's Money Brown, man. Respect Junior. Boy, Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV and keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on out there, Fight World? It's your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one here is on two legends and a big dog in this fight game. We got a legendary Canelo Alvarez, the hottest fighter on the planet, the #1 pound-for-pound king, the 4th-division world champion, the current undisputed super middleweight world champion. Then we got a legendary Mike Tyson, the youngest undisputed heavyweight champion in the world. We all know what Mike did to the game. He helped revolutionize the game. Then we have Jermall, the hitman Charlo, the 2th-division world champion and the current WBC middleweight world champion. But Canelo wanted to let Mike Tyson know, right? He's seen Jermall Charlo on Hot Boxing, and he's seen what you told Jermall Charlo to tell him to try to get the fight, and disrespecting him, saying fuck his mother, right? Fuck you, bitch, give me the fight. Canelo want to let you know, Mike, if Jermall Charlo ever test him like that, if Jermall Charlo ever test him like that, shit go get ugly. You feel me? Things are going to get ugly. What y'all got to understand is Canelo Alvarez ain't no bitch. Canelo Alvarez ain't finna let you stand in front of him and disrespect his mother. If you do, you go see that savage Nello come up out of him. You feel me? You go see that savage Nello come up out of him. And when he finish, yeah, somebody gonna be knocked the fuck out. Somebody gonna be knocked the fuck out. Tables gonna be flipped over. And yeah, motherfuckers gonna be going at it. Period, bro. Period. I respect Mike. I understand what he was trying to say. And I got a video coming on that. But I understand what he's trying to say to try to make the fight happen. But, you know, things don't work like that in this day and age. You feel me? Of course, back in Mike days, the 80s and the 90s, you know, things worked a little bit different. You know what I mean? Promoters weren't, well, promoters weren't fucking the game up like they kind of do today. Let's just say that, right? Because if it made dollars, it made sense. And Mike Tyson was one of those big-time names to where he got what he wanted. He got what he wanted. You feel me? Mike was the A-side, so he got to control the game. He got to control the game. You know, when you're not the A-side, sometimes things don't go your way. That's just the fact. That's just the nature of the beast. That's just the nature of the beast. But just because somebody come out and try to be disrespectful and say this and say that, it don't guarantee them a fight. But it do guarantee when I see you, better keep that same energy. You understand? And Jermall Charlo knew that. Jermall Charlo knew that. That's why he told Mike, yeah, that probably still won't get the fight neither. You feel me? Now, Jermall got respect for Canelo Alvarez. Y'all seen that. Y'all seen it. You feel me? He didn't like how Mike was giving Benavidez the praise, and I'm going to come back with that video. But Jermall got nothing but respect for Canelo Alvarez. And that's why I say I got to respect Maul as well. But at the end of the day, Maul know he can't get out of line with Canelo like that. Right? He know he can't disrespect that man and say, fuck his mama, you're a bitch, come give me the fight. Because he know what it's going to lead to. He know what it's going to lead to. He know that shit ain't going to end pretty. He know Canelo ain't no bitch. He know Canelo ain't going to let you disrespect his mama. You dig me? And he ain't going to walk up on that stage with that type of confidence or that type of whatever bravado to try to make a fight happen. Because then it get past the sport of trying to get a fight. It get past the trying to, you know, be in a certain position where you force somebody to do something. Nah, you taking this shit to the streets. Oh, you getting a little too personal. Oh, you want to get serious. You bringing my mother up in this shit. Oh, yeah, you see the Caden Plant effect. You seen the Caden Plant effect. Punched him in his shit, smacked the blood out his ass, and then knocked his ass out in that square circle. Knocked his ass out in the square circle. You feel me? So it's a limit to where you can go. I know people want to say, well, there ain't no limit. Y'all fighting anyway, and this, that, and the third, this, and that. But there ain't no contract signed. Ain't no contract signed. You know what I'm saying? Canelo the A-side. Canelo will get to Jermall when he gets to Jermall, and he's going to fight Jermall. I really feel like Canelo is not going to retire without fighting Jermall. I just really feel like that, bro. I really feel like if he had the opportunity to pick between Maul, Andrade, Benavidez, he's going to pick Jermall Charlo. I tell y'all all the time, Canelo wants to fight Jermall Charlo. he want to fight him. I mean, he'll fight Benavidez. He'll fight Andrade. He ain't afraid of nobody. Jermall said it. No fighter is afraid of no fighter. But it's the business era now. It's the business era now. For people to keep saying, oh, Canelo ducking Charlo. He don't want to do this. He don't want to do that. Charlo know he ain't ducking him. He know it, bro. He know it. You feel me? That's why he couldn't really get too crazy and talking on Mike Tyson hot boxing. You know what I mean? He kept his composure. It looked like Mike had him a little timid at times. Had him in his feelings a little bit. You know what I mean? And he didn't really want to let loose. He didn't really want to let loose. You know what I'm saying? Mike was trying to get him to talk some shit. Mike was trying to get him to open up and say, you know what, I want to fight you motherfuckers, do this and do that. But he didn't do it. He didn't do it. You understand? Because he understand how far he can go. And he know when you see Canelo, you got to keep that same energy. You got to keep that same energy. On the simple fact of, you never said these things in the beginning, so you can't start saying them now. Y'all know how I am. I'm going to look at what you were saying about him in the beginning, and now what you're trying to say now. Because, like I say, when you get somebody to put that battery in your back, I told y'all, Andre Ward put that battery in Caden Plant back to make him say all that shit. Andre Ward put the battery in Caden Plant back to make him say all of that shit. One thing Charlo didn't do, he didn't let somebody put a battery in his back. And I can respect that. I can respect it. We know Charlo want to fight Canelo. I'm not going to say that he don't want to fight with Canelo, right? But we know how promotions and networks do. And these just are the facts of the matter. But when you get to Canelo Alvarez, nobody tell Canelo Alvarez what to do. Canelo's the king on his own chessboard. And Canelo run the shit. He run the game, bro. He run the game. Mike Tyson, you ran the game. Like Floyd Mayweather ran the game. Like Oscar De La Hoya ran the game. Like you said it. Sugar Ray Leonard ran the game. Sugar Ray Robinson ran the game. You know, once you hit that high plateau and you become the A-side and you the money man, yes, you're going to run a game, bro. That's just the nature of the beast. This is boxing. This is no other sport. You can't compare boxing to other sports. That's just, I say it all the time. You can't compare boxing to other sports. It's different. It's just different, homie. It's just different. You know what I mean? But us, the fans, do want to see Jermall Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez versus Jermall Charlo. And I think it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But, Mike Tyson tried to just instigate it a little bit. Try to help Jermall push forward. Told him he being too nice. You got to be disrespectful. In this era, it was never about being nice. It was never about being friends and things of that nature. And so, to some degree, he's right. To some degree, he's right. You know what I mean? You can't be too friendly, but it's a line that you can't cross. Mike Tyson used the A-side so you can cross that line. People wanted to fight you. You was bringing in the big dollars. Canelo Alvarez bringing in the big dollars. They know for a fact if they get too disrespectful, Canelo gonna say, fuck you. Why put a dollar in your pocket? You know what I mean? Why put a dollar in your pocket when I was going to give you the fight anyway? But since you crossed that line, fuck you. Now what you going to do about it? And when I see you, you better keep that same energy, because I might just break your fucking face. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just how the game is, bro. It's just how the game is. I respect Mike Tyson. I respect his views. You got to understand he came up in a different era, and you can only be you. You can only do what you know, right? Mike not really in tune in boxing like that. That's how he didn't know Jermall Charlo was trained by Ronnie Shield. But he in tune enough to know who you are and who you fighting. But he's not really in tune with how things really work right now, because, he's out of that shit. He's out of it. He come back for exhibition fights, get his couple dollars, and get back to his show and see how much money he can make. And like you say, just taking care of my family and working hard. That's what I do. You feel me? He's not going to run down every fighter in the game. That's why he can't remember certain names. But at the end of the day, Mike, Charlo and Canelo will happen. I know you want to see the best versus the best. You want to see if they can beat these boys and beat them boys. We want that as well. But it's so far you can go nowadays in this day and era. In this day and era. You feel me? Ain't nobody a bitch. And ain't nobody going to let you talk about their mama in a fucked up way. It just don't work like that. It just don't work like that. But at the end of the day, once these boys get into the ring, everything will be told. everything will be told. You know what I mean? And when Canelo handle his business, because I got him beating Jermall Charlo, I want everybody to give Canelo the respect and just do that he deserves. And like I said, Charlo will have some success in this fight because he's a hell of a fighter. But I just think Canelo just going to be too much for him. Charlo don't make that many adjustments. And that's how I feel. But Charlo, you did the right thing by not going crazy. You did the right thing by not going crazy. Because you know you'll have to answer for that. And that's just how it is. Shouts out to Mike. Love the show. Shouts out to Jermall Charlo. Go out there and do your thing against the boy so lucky, get his ass out the way. And most definitely shouts out to Canelo. Go out there and beat the shit out of Bivol. Become the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. And one of the greatest to ever lace him up. Until the end, it's your boy Money. It's the NSBC moving and nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. You want to donate OG Money on Cash App. TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the videos. Y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.